Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. I haven't made one in a while, so I decided to grace you guys with my presence. I'm going to show you guys how to make a sticky header. If you guys seen those websites, when you scroll, the header kind of gets smaller and just stops at the top, like in this case. See, it gets smaller and it stops on the top, and all the other content scrolls, and when it goes back to the top, the header becomes the same size again. So today, that's what I'm going to show you guys how to do. So let's jump into my, you can use any text editor you want to do this, but I'm going to use brackets from Adobe. Okay, so I'm going to create a basic, in brackets, going to go File, New, create a new file. I'm just going to go ahead and set up all the HTML elements on this page, and I'll be right back, just like the body and the HTML and all that stuff in header. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here I set up my basic HTML document. I got my title tag, and I set up a style tag just to use to put all the styles for the website, for the page we're going to create inside these styles, rather than creating an external style sheet. So we're going to get started. Let's jump into the body tag, and we're going to create all the elements we need in the body tag right now, which is not a whole lot. It's pretty simple. So we're going to do the header tag, and inside the header tag, we're going to put a H1 tag. Now, inside the H1 tag, I'm just going to type some words. I just type "I will stick," and then we're going to go ahead and enter in the image that will cause the page to scroll. I'm going to paste in that image because I know the thing to it. I'm going to set the width of my image to, say, 780 pixels. And in images, you don't have to type in the pixels, and the height. We're going to set to 1500. Then we close that image up. I'm going to put this image in a div just to make it better. I'm going to paste in a reset code. Now that I have my image in a div, I'm going to paste in a reset code, meaning if you guys go into Google and type in Eric Myers reset, you'll get the reset code that I have here. And the reset code, what it does is just reset everything to basic, so we can style this however we want. So I'm just going to paste in a reset code. I'm not going to try and go in here and type this out. So you guys can go and research Eric Myers research, or just download this this lesson and grab everything out of there. So let's get ready to style our form. So we're just going to go header. And we're going to wrap that up in a tag. We're going to do position fixed. And we're going to give it a width of 100%. Whoops, give me a second. Hit the wrong key there, so it was popping up a whole different window. And we're going to float this to the left. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to type out the code for the header and then just come back and explain it out to you guys. So now I'll type out the code. We float this to the left. We align the text to the center because we just want the text in the center for the sake of the tutorial. Font size is 72 pixel. Line height 180. Height 120. The background color, you can set whatever background color you want. I set a text of white and just a font family. Now we're going to set the CSS transition on this for this. So we're going to do dash WebKit transition and we're going to do all 0.4 s, and that means 0.4 second, and we're going to do ease. That means going to ease in and ease out. Let's just copy this right here. We do the one for the Mozilla Firefox, which is MOZ. Paste that in, and then just one for regular browsers, and save that. Now we're going to create a header, a sticky function, a class called sticky, and we're going to use JavaScript to target that. So we're just going to do header dot sticky, and I'll type out those codes. Now type out the code. I just set a font of 24 pixels, line height of 48, height of 48, a background color as a dark color, as you can see there. We do text align left because we want it to change from the center to the left just to give it kind of a transition of the whole thing, and a padding left of 20 pixels. Now we're going to target this div inside of here because we have to do something with that div to make it look kind of nice. So we're going to target that div. We're just going to do div because it doesn't have a class ID or anything, so we'll just do div. And we're going to give div a width of 100%. We're going to float. We're going to float out to the left. And padding top of 72. And the top is 72 pixels. And we're going to do 0, 0, 0 and close that up. Now we're going to target the image inside the div. So we're going to go div image, which is img for image. We're going to display the image block. And we're going to set a margin of 0 and auto. And that should take care of all the styling that we need for here. We're going to type out some JavaScript to target this sticky class that we set up right here. We're going to target that sticky class to make this all work with JavaScript. So we're just going to jump down and create some script tags to target that element. Again, you will need some JavaScript from, I use the Google jQuery 1.11. That's the query I use. I believe any version of jQuery will work. So I'm just going to paste in that script. You guys can go to Google and search for Google Ajax lib, which mean libraries and stuff, and just get that, or just download the code like I said and type that in. So first we have to call that function in order to use our JavaScript. So we're going to type script. I'm going to close the script up. We're going to drop down. I'm going to go $, and we're going to go Windows brackets, and inside those brackets we're going to type Windows. You know, give me a second. I'm going to type this out and I'll be back. I'm trying to keep this video on 10 minutes, so that's why I don't want to go typing. So we just do the $Windows scroll function right here, and here we're going to say if this scrolls to the top and it has a 2, like meaning it moves by like I think 2 in JavaScript equals to like 20 pixels. If it moves about 20 pixels, then it will create that sticky function. It will tell it to change from the large header to the small header. And we do header and we do add class, meaning if we're on a browser and we resize our browser to a small size and it was already that header was already to the smaller header, it will reset it to the bigger header until you scroll again, then it will put it back to the smaller header. If it's at the smaller header, if it's at the bigger header, it will put it to a smaller header when you get to a smaller screen. So we're adding and removing the class based on what device it's on and everything like that. So that's what we're doing here with this JavaScript. And if you guys were expecting more, you'd be wrong. We're completely done. So I'm going to go ahead right now and test this out. If I've done everything correctly, if I've typed everything on this page correctly, it should work perfectly. So let me go ahead here and set this up here. In brackets, you know, I'm just going to go into my YouTube folder. We're on my YouTube and click on sticky headers. And see, it looks pretty much the same on what I just created, because it is the same thing. I just put owl stick, and if you remember correctly, the other one says owl stick to the top. So if you notice, it's different from the one I had before. So I'm just showing you that to show you it's not the same thing. If we scroll, there we go. It sticks to the top. And we're using CSS to create this transition rather than JavaScript. And the reason why we're using CSS is because CSS will work on all devices. If a user turn off their JavaScript, this will still work effectively without breaking down and looking ugly in any browser whatsoever. So here you guys go. This is the CSS sticky header. You see that on websites all the time, how people create this. This is how you create it. As you can see, it's slim, it's sleek, it's really easy to create, and it gives your site some function. It gives your site interactivity, makes people think, oh, you spend hours making this pretty for them when they get there. So that's how you guys create sticky headers. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you guys have any other questions or just want to request a tutorial, please let me know, and I will do my best to do it. I have promised so many people tutorials, but I've been slam busy. Well, I guess it's a good thing anyway. But I have not been able to create too many tutorials lately. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Happy coding.